Right now in America, there are about 3,700 abortions a day, which is 1.37 million a year. And so we're doing what we can to fight these abortions. And one beautiful lady who's going to share her testimony is Chrissy.
Okay, I'm really nervous. I've never spoken in front of more than like 20 people before. So, and I want to warn you that I'm going to cry. So, there we go. This is my testimony. I was just finishing my medical assisting courses, and my internship was at a women's health center. I was going to be taking vital signs, answering phones, checking the patients in, and drawing blood. I showed up to work, and I was shocked to find out that they did abortions there. When I asked to be assigned to a different location, they told me there was nowhere else to go. In the weeks that followed, I was gradually introduced to the horrors of that place. The girls who came in the door were sometimes crying, they were sometimes quiet, and sometimes they were laughing. But they all had sadness in their eyes. At the end of my internship, I was offered a job. As a single mother with bills to pay, I felt that I had no choice. From there, it only got worse. The girls who were unsure were lied to and coerced into killing their babies. They were told it was safe, they were not informed of their options, and they were never told how they would feel afterward. The girls who were only a month or two along would be given pills that would kill the baby and told they would have heavy bleeding. They were never told that they were going to be flushing their babies down the toilet. The girls who were farther along, they were given 2 medications. One so they wouldn't feel anything, the other one so they wouldn't remember. The medications did not always work. They were held down by the abortionist assistants, screaming in agony as their babies were ripped apart and pulled out with a vacuum. If they were ever to change their minds, they were told that it was too late. When the medicines did work, the abortionist and his assistants would laugh, tell jokes, and even watch TV while they were killing the babies. Afterward, the girls were ushered out the back door in varying conditions, some barely able to walk, vomiting, confused, high on the medications, or crying hysterically. But one after the other, they would get on the table and kill their babies. I hated going to work. I would get into my car every morning with a knot in my stomach and go home every night and get sick. It was an awful place to be. Many of the girls who worked there did drugs in order to deal with the pain that they were experiencing from working there. It felt so wrong to help these girls murder their children. One day, as I was walking inside, a man called out to me and motioned for me to come closer to talk. His name was Daniel. He invited me to church and asked if I knew what I was doing was wrong. I did, but I had to pay my bills. I went inside. In the days that followed, I thought a lot about our conversation. It was getting more and more difficult to go to work. The next week, I was happy to see Daniel when I got to work. I went over to talk to him and told him that I didn't want to work there, but I had to take care of my children. He asked me the most important question of my life. Do you have faith that God will take care of your needs if you leave here today? What happened next changed my life forever. I felt a strange sense of comfort, and I knew that I would be okay. I turned around, I got in my car, and I left. Daniel and Deanna left and met me down the street. The next day, I came to freedom, and I knew that I belonged here. The following Sunday, I asked God to forgive me, and I gave my life to Him. Within a few weeks, I was working with Brittany. Within 2 months, I was working in a real doctor's office. God was faithful, and He did take care of my family. My children and I never went without a single thing that we needed. Now I have a wonderful job and amazing friends. I'm starting classes at ICM, and my goal is to help other women see the truth about abortion. I know that God's going to use me, and for the first time in my life, I'm truly happy. Amen.